Alright, yo, what's up? So right now I want to do this solo dungeon here, the Isle of Illusion, and this week it is Molgras and Murdock. And so we've already seen these bosses in the past, but the difference right here is that I think they removed some parts that were kind of annoying, like everything related to mazes and things like that. And so right now when we go in, we go straight to Molgras, and then we also have a mini challenge that we used to have as well with some AoEs or whatever, and then we go straight to Murdock, and so there it is. And so now I'm gonna do this solo dungeon as expert because I have the CP required to do it. And my build right now is that I'm playing as a staff wand. I have the CP required, and I still have T1 gear because I mostly do PvP with Eling. So you see, I still have this T1 staff, and I still use the Shadow Harvester because I don't know, I kind of like the critical damage on it. And then most of my T2 gear is mostly PvP defensive healing gear, and so it's not really optimized for PvE, and it's not really optimized for damage. And so there it is. That's why I'm going for the Shadow Harvester here, because I usually go with the full Vanguard. And so there it is. I'm playing with this right now. So let's just go. Alright, so here I'm going for the HP. And if you're playing staff for this boss, I think it's pretty important to have Frost Mold Screen, because it's easier to use this to get out of the red circles, so you'll see what I'm talking about. Alright. So this is big damage for now. Okay, you see, I use Frost Screen right here to get out the circles. Here you jump. Okay, you can use the ray to destroy totems. Okay, Frost Screen. Okay, I was jumping there, but... Frost Screen, block. Okay, I was jumping, but whatever. Man, the stuns are so long, man. Frost Screen. Jump. 5 seconds for a stun is a bit too long, man. Okay, when he does the gaze, you have to hide behind a pillar, because the pillar now transforms into a blue circle, and allows you to survive the wipe attack. So make sure you stay inside. Cross screen, block. I was jumping, but sometimes just okay, I'm gonna destroy those. Got stunned. Okay. Cross screen, block. Okay, I was not jumping here. That was actually my bad. I was trying to jump, but I was stuck in the fireball barrage animation. I'm playing with the mobility, but I cannot jump. I see again. Okay, that was kind of close there. Okay, that's the gaze. Hide behind a pillar. 6. Far so good, 60%. Cross screen, jump. Okay. Okay, hide behind some pillar to destroy them. There you go. Cross screen, block. Yeah, with blocking, I don't know what happens. Cross screen, jump, block. Yeah, 50% we get red totems. So the difference with red totems is that they do a small AoE. Jump. Man, these stuns are way too long, bro. Okay, that's the gaze. So here, that's the last pillar here. And so now there are no more pillars, but they respawn actually. So when all of them are being used, they respawn. So it's fun. Cross screen to block. Jump. Okay, let me put that here, I guess. Block. Cross screen, block. See, now the pillars are back. Cross screen, jump, block. That's the gaze, hide behind a pillar. Nice. Cross screen, jump, block. Okay, destroy some totems, nice. 4%. Cross screen. Okay, I'm gonna use my artifact here. Okay, got it. Sick. No, now that's the next phase. I'm gonna go for the HP as well. The only thing here is that I'm gonna use my AoE build because it's easier with these mobs. There it is. Block. Okay, just destroy this spirit. Okay, got stunned. I want to be careful with the rats too, because the rats, they can fear. That can be quite annoying. See these rats, kind of annoying. Okay, spirit. Yeah, I'm gonna pull more. Let's go. Block. I'm gonna stack the mobs on the wizard here for AoEs. I'm gonna get a little bit of mana here. I was about to destroy these spirits as well. Okay. Block. There's a spirit there. Okay, sick. I want to avoid this rat. Okay, spirit. Nice. That's the last batch of mobs. I'm gonna stack the mobs on the wizard if possible. Alright, there you go. Quite easy. I'm gonna go through my AoE build real quick. Okay. So this is the skills that I'm using with these passives. Okay, let me remove my camera here. I actually have 6 more points. That's actually interesting here. I didn't know about that. Okay. I don't know. Let's do that. I don't really care. Actually, let me use this here instead. Okay, so that's my specs, and then if you look at the masteries, this is the staff. This is the wand. I'm going real quick right now. I want to go to the last boss, and then my artifacts kind of looks like this. So I'm going for the 4 Chaos Harbinger, and then this here is the Ancestral Armor. So there it is. All right, so now I'm gonna go back to my single target build, and we'll go to the boss. So here I'm going for the HP. Okay, so there it is. So I think this boss is quite simple. You just have to make sure to block everything and to dodge all the attacks, like that one. Okay, it was actually fine there. I didn't need to duck. That was a jump. Get out of that. Okay, that's the dimension here. I like to pop high focus for the movement speed. Block. Block. Get out of that. Dodge. I was actually fine. Okay. So that's the clone. So here I like to pop high focus for the movement speed, allowing me to dodge everything. Okay, I did not see that attack coming though. Nice. Dodge. That was actually fine. Dodge. Okay, so that's the clones. So here I like to pop high focus for the movement speed. It's easier to dodge everything. Dodge. Block. 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 I might need some mana soon. Okay, I don't have eye focus here. I guess I'm fine. That was close there. Jump. Block. Jump. So here I use high focus because of the movement speed. Here I'm trying to perfect dodge in order to get the mana back, but I can still use my NOPs if I really need to. There you go. Block. Dodge. Get out of that. That's the clone, so I'm going to use light focus. There's the jump. There you go. That was pretty cool. Okay. I don't know what happened at the end. Cannot really dodge that. Block. I was hoping for a perfect block here for the mana, but I guess not. Anyway, 3%. Nice, perfect block. There you go. Alright, that was expert. Let's see the loot first. Oh, I think that was only adventure coins. Okay, nothing special. I mean, I have a bunch of runes, obviously, but nothing really special. Okay, let me show you my build right now. So I'm gonna remove the camera. All right, so again, this is my build right here. This is mostly PvP defensive healing gear, and so I still have the T1 staff and then the T1 Shadow Harvester, and then my skills, they kind of look like this. For the first boss, I highly recommend Smokescreen to get out of the red circles. And then those are my passives. And then here, I'm playing with a little bit of AoEs, and that's because of the last week's solo dungeon. And so I needed some AoEs, but for these bosses, you can probably remove the AoEs here on the Chain Lightning and the Seraph Fire Bomb. So it is very not necessary. And then this is my wand. My build is kind of messed up actually right now. So you could go pure AoE, you don't need these specs here. And then if you look at my masteries, this is the staff. And then this is the wand. And then finally, if you look at my artifact, kind of looks like this. I'm going for the Chaos Harbinger for the extra crit and the extra crit damage. And then I play with the Ancestral Armor for the base damage here. And then here, the max HP is my favorite. For now, I use the Solar Stone everywhere because I kind of like it. And both of these two gives me also more HP. So that's kind of what it is. I hope this video was helpful to you, and see you in the next one. All right, peace.